Hi everyone, in this video I will tell you my story of taking the CELPIP test here in Canada, why I took it, how much I paid for taking it, and what I scored on the test. If you are interested in my English language learning journey, stay tuned on more videos to come. So why did I take the CELPIP test? What is CELPIP? CELPIP is Canada's English Language Proficiency Index program, and it is approved by Canadian government for citizenship, for permanent residency applications, and also for professional designations. Why did I take the test? Well, I took the test because I am applying for permanent residency here in Canada, and I need the results of this test to complete my application. So why CELPIP? Well, CELPIP is delivered on the computer, right? So it's a computer-based test. It is done in one sitting, so it only takes you 3 hours to go through the whole test. It is done in a single North American accent, so you have conversations from day-to-day life and day-to-day situations, and they have super fast results. So I got my results within 2 business days after taking the test, and the test also has special features such as time tracker, automated spell checker, and word counter, which was really convenient and really nice to have those. So here are my results. The maximum score was 12, and I scored 11 on reading, 11 on listening, 12 on writing, and 11 for speaking. So these are the results. And the test itself consisted of 4 parts. So the whole test is done in one sitting, so it means you have 3 hours to complete the test. So each part of the test consists of special tasks and has its own time allocated. And you get the timer, which is placed on the right hand of your monitor, so you can keep track of the time. So before you start the test instructor will walk you through the procedure, will let you know that you are not supposed to cheat to look at other people's computers, and you're only supposed to look at your monitor. You will test a microphone and your headphones to make sure that the sound recording is good and clear, and you can hear everything well. If you are having troubles with your microphone or your headphones, you have to notify your instructor right away. Throughout the whole test, which is about 3 hours, the instructor will keep walking across the room to make sure that the students, the people taking the test, are not cheating, are not looking into anybody else's screen, and are not taking their masks off. So I took the test during COVID times, right? And the rules were pretty strict. You had to have your mask on at all times, and you were not supposed to take it off. So the listening part, the first part was listening, and it consisted of 6 parts, and the time allocated for listening was 47 to 53 minutes, depending on how fast you get done. So during the listening part, my favorite part was that you could take notes at all times. So your instructor gives you a piece of paper, and you can take notes at any point. Take as much notes as you can, actually. That was the advice that I was given when I was preparing for my CELPIP test. So the reading part takes 55 to 60 minutes. It consists of 4 parts, and they are reading correspondence, reading to apply a diagram, reading for viewpoints, and reading for information. So basically, my favorite part about the reading task was that you have the text right in front of you, and you can take a look at it at any point to make sure you got your answers right and you got everything in place. You can also take notes, which is you have your paper for taking notes, and it's important because you have a chance to go back and look at the answers, and then also complete the questions where you were not sure or you were hesitant about. So that is great. The writing part takes 53 to 60 minutes. It only consists of 2 parts, and my favorite part about the writing was that It actually has a built-in spell checker. So if you have misspelled a word or spelled something incorrectly, the system will underline it, and then you'll get it. You'll know that you made a mistake. Okay, you have to go back and correct it, right? You will not lose any points for doing that. And also it has a word counter. So if you are given a task specifically to write a letter for 155 words, you'll see how many words you've written on the word counter. And that was really helpful because you really want to hit the limit there, right? You really want to do 155 words and not more or not less. The speaking part was the shortest. It takes you about 15 to 20 minutes to complete, and it consists of 7 tasks. After you see the question pop up on the screen, you'll get a minute to pull yourself together, to think of the best answer, to take a deep breath and go. And so to me, it really helped to have the timer right in front of me, because you want to do your answer within the time limit that is given to you. I had so much to say and so much to share, but I was also keeping track of time, and so I knew that when my time was coming up, I was supposed to finish my answer and finish what I was saying. So I really loved this speaking part. The headphones and the microphone worked great for me. We tested it before with the instructor before commencing the test, and that was really good. So how much did I pay for the test? So the price for CELPIP test is $280 Canadian dollars plus tax. I live in British Columbia, and in BC the tax is 12%. So I paid roughly $311 total for the test, and I received my results within 2 business days. I got a text message with the results, and I also got an email with the official PDF version of my test, together with the signatures and everything. I signed up for my CELPIP test 1 month in advance. So it was COVID times, and I had to make sure there was a slot. So I arrived in March and I took the test in April. And due to COVID, they have limited a number of seating areas during the test. So I just had to make sure I sign up right in advance to make sure that the time slot is allocated. I picked a location to pass the test very close to home. So I live in downtown Vancouver area, and I passed the test over here in Butte Street, so the parallel street to our house. So that was very convenient. The system gives you a couple of test locations to pick from, and I picked the closest to home. What I also liked about the test is that there is a lot of information online about the test. So the CELPIP test has its own online tests that you can take for free. You can also purchase some study materials and study guides, and they have a series of webinars on their official YouTube channel. So I listened to some of the webinars, and the test experience was great. I mean, I took the test in the uncertain times of COVID, but the experience worked out really well for me so far, and I got my results pretty fast, and I'm able to move forward with my application. So if you have any questions about CELPIP here in Canada, let me know. Share your experience. How was your test? How did it go for you? And I'll be happy to hear about it. Thank you so much for listening, and hope you have a really great day.